John Wayne beat.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, look. Too hot, the haters know they can't fade us. Headed to the top, just stay tuned for the latest. Soon as the episode drop, they gotta play us. All I know is we got the flavor.
What's up? It's your boy Los LOS from the Flavor Podcast. You are watching and listening to us. Suli's not here today. She is doing her thing, but she'll be here next week. Today across from me, I got a dear friend of mine for a very, very long time. And his name, he goes by Ricky Lewis. What's up, Ricky?
What's going on, Los? It's good to be here, man. This is a nice setup you got going on.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro.
It's some hard work put into this space. We can do a lot more, though.
Okay, cool. Well, next time you invite me, I'm sure I'll see the changes and they'll be just as amazing.
I'd love for you to come back.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I loved our interview that we had in L.A.
That was fun, man.
That was about how long ago now?
That was a little over a year ago because that was on my birthday.
Yeah.
And my birthday just passed about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks.
Was it? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So you're what, 65 now?
Yeah, 64.
Okay, 64. I think I was off by 1 year.
Just 1 year. Okay. We can round up if you want. It's fine.
If you guys don't know who Ricky Lewis is, he is I'm going to call him an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur in music. Because he could go anywhere from singing, he could go anywhere from sound, he could go anywhere with instruments. So he's a serial entrepreneur when it comes to music. How many instruments can you play?
I've never done a number, but I play all Latin percussion, so it's conga, timbal, bongo, campana, maraca, toda esa vaina, piano, bass, guitar. I sing. I'm pretty sure that if I'm able to spend enough time with an instrument, I'll kind of figure out and be able to play it at a certain level. I don't consider myself like a prodigy at anything in particular, but I'm usually able to get it to sound like what I need it to for whatever I'm working on. So, but yeah, those are the things I typically play.
And I forgot one thing also. You also know how to put the music together as far as sound, how you want to sound. You know how to work the board and all that stuff, correct?
I'm an engineer as well. I'm an arranger. I'm a composer. I'm a singer. So I kind of, I'm a one-man band, studio, whatever. I do it all, man. I wear all the hats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I remember last year, 2 years ago, when we went out to L.A., I got robbed, bro.
No way.
Yeah, right in front of your studio.
Are you serious?
I kind of find, I told you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah.
We went out that night, we eat the vegan food, and I told you.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah, we went to that place, Monty's. Yeah, that's West Hollywood. That's crazy. That's not, that shouldn't happen.
I just blame it on you.
Okay, well, my fault. How much do I owe you?
A lot.
Consider my presence here my debt to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to go buy a bag of donuts or something.
I got you. I'll take care of that too. They gotta be vegan donuts though.
Vegan donuts.
Yeah.
Is there some?
There's a place called Beacon Donuts here in Chicago. They're excellent donuts, vegan donuts. They're delicious.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've been watching. I've been following you. You had a song come out, right? I know I heard the song before it came out.
You did. Yeah. So you heard basically some stuff before I dropped the album. In general, I was getting ready to drop the whole album. So I dropped the album OTB3. And we just released a video of a song called No Te Vayas. Prior to that, we had released the video for a song called, oh my God, I can't think of the name, Dia Soleado.
Well, you made the song, bro.
That's why I make so many songs, so many words, a bunch of, I also write for other artists and stuff too. So, sometimes I touch on topics that are similar and then I start confusing and stuff. But Dia Soleado was one that we put out. And we're about to put out a video for a song called Mi Canción that I also did a remix with Kevin Ceballo. So that's coming mid-December. So I'm excited about that one.
Awesome. I remember the song that you did for us in the first interview. If you guys want to go look for that interview, it's titled Ricky Lewis. Go watch that interview where he actually you played that song for us, or you sang that song.
It might have been No Te Vayas, right? It was the same one that we were talking about earlier.
You sang it in the other room. Was it that one? I think you played it on your guitar. Was it your guitar?
We have to go back and watch. Let's just pull it up right now and let's watch the whole interview.
And then we'll come back. and then we'll come back to this. We'll be right back. Well, anyway, you guys go watch that one.
It might have been No Te Vayas. If maybe I don't have the greatest memory. You know why?
It was I think you did a slower. Yeah, I know why. It was a slower version, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
No, it wasn't No Te Vaya.
No.
It was like for a little girl or something like that.
Oh, So yeah, that's the song that I did. I did a remix of that song with Johnny Rivera. That's Final Feliz.
How did it go?
Oh, why you put me on the spot like that?
Because I'm Los. That's why.
Okay, give me a second. ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que sentiste mariposas? Recibiste. No sé por qué nada te tratan así. Si eres una princesa y mereces tu final feliz. La flor más linda de todo el jardín. Musa de la melodía de esta canción que yo escribí para ti.
That's the song.
Yep.
That's exactly the song. Yeah. We're all crying in the back. All these dudes. I don't know. I don't know if we were crying because the song or because the smell of something in the air. But we had a good time out there, though.
It was fun. It was fun.
So you got that one song that just came out. You did a video for it.
Yes, sir. Yep. No Te Vayas. We did a video, and then we're dropping a video for Mi Canción, like I said. And then audio, we've got the remix with Kevin Ceballo. That song Final Feliz, I did that one with Johnny Rivera.
Okay.
But yeah, man. I mean, things are looking up, man. People are responding really well to the album. I'm looking forward to the following year. I got a bunch of songs that I'm cooking up to, so you know.
You in the lab cooking up?
I am. Yes, sir.
So your studio's based in L.A.
That's correct.
So why'd you move from Chicago to L.A.?
Well, I moved from Chicago to New York.
Oh, okay. Skip one. Okay.
Yeah. So, we can want to go back to my whole like
Vamos.
my geographical trajectory. Mm-hmm. That's a mouthful. So from Chicago, I moved to New York at the time.
But wait a second. What part of New York?
I was living in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the Bronx, so you were safe. Go ahead.
I was safe. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was safer, I suppose.
That's right.
It was actually, when I first moved to New York, I was staying with a cousin of mine that lived in East New York, and it was not safe at all.
Really? East New York?
East New York.
Okay.
Bad. Yeah, I remember the day that I moved. I had got back to the house kind of late to take the train there, and my cousin wasn't home, and I didn't have a key. So I'm sitting there, and these guys just started fighting and busted about, started slitting each other up, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm not here. Yeah, it's really bad. So I moved from there quickly. I was like, Mom, do we have other family here?
Right, exactly. This was not good.
No. So I lived in New York for not even a full year. And it was in New York that I came across the whole situation with Enclave, the group that signed me.
That's right.
And with Enclave, then I moved to Puerto Rico. And I was in Puerto Rico for almost 10 years.
What part of Puerto Rico?
I lived first in Levittown, which is in Toa Baja. Mm-hmm. And then from there, I moved to Bayamón. I lived in Bayamón for like 2 years.
Which is like
right next door.
Like New York, the east place you came from? Bayamón? Come on now.
Bayamón. And then I moved to Guaynabo City because, I'm come mierda like
I've
that,
never been there.
Yeah, it's actually, the police cars say Guaynabo City on it because they call people from Guaynabo Guaynabicha because they think that they're like gringos or whatever.
So it's real nice over there then.
It's
got to be nice,
it's
right?
Nice, yeah. It's most of it is pretty nice. At least from what I remember. I haven't been back in a minute. So, but yeah, it was a nicer area for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So then from Puerto Rico, I moved to Miami. I was in Miami for 3 years, and then I moved to LA. I was in LA for 5 years, and now I'm doing weird stuff in my life. Who knows what's next?
So what part of the city you at now? I mean, sorry, not city, but
what part of
the country?
Part of the country. I'm in the country. That's right. Yeah, I'm down south right now, man. Exactly. You see banjos on the side of the road. Yeah, no, I'm spending some time in South Carolina right now.
Okay.
Just because the family's got some land out there, and it's really peaceful. The land itself, not necessarily, what's around it. But
so is it just like I'm picturing Little House on the Prairie kind of thing?
Yeah, man. It's 10 acres, pine trees. There's a pond that's on water. There's grass. There's deer. Frogs, and it's nature. There's no neighbors for.
Really, no neighbors at all.
My closest neighbor is probably like a half mile away.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's real quiet, and it's good just to kind of. The world is noisy, man. And now now that I still travel a lot, right? So I can be based anywhere because I'm always kind of up and around. I live more in a plane out of my suitcase than anything.
Okay.
But it's really interesting to see how like fast-paced living is it's stressful to me at this point in my life. So I like the ability to just kind of decompress and just be one with nature, hear my own thoughts without a lot of external stimuli. You know what I mean?
You know what comes to mind? A lot of tree hugging.
I'm a tree hugger,
You're
bro.
a tree hugger, aren't you?
I got photos of me hugging trees, bro.
You're hugging trees.
I am a tree hugger, bro. You know it.
Are you like
LA did that to
hugging
me.
trees? Are you hugging trees?
I'm hugging trees,
You're
bro.
hugging trees?
Yeah, I hug them tight, bro.
Like some redwood?
Well, these days I'm hugging mostly pine, but you know what I'm saying?
He's into the pine, people. He's into the pine.
That's what's around me. I got 8 acres of pine around me. So
So how is it like living out there? I know you're saying you're finding it serene or something.
as long as I'm home,
Okay.
because when I leave, you know, it's the culture in the South is a bit different than anything that I've ever experienced.
It's not like Chicago?
Nah.
Not like LA?
Nah, man. You know, it's the South, so you got a lot of people in pickup trucks all and flying their Confederate flags, holding their shotguns with their dogs. It's that type of environment. So I'm not too much of a fan of all that. Especially coming from LA, where it's just like yoga namaste,
Right. Woosah. Woosah. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't need to be in all that because I have plenty of land where I can roam around and not bump into any of that.
So plenty of land.
Mm-hmm.
You're out there just finding
Peace, man.
finding peace.
Finding peace. Yeah. Just there's no, like I said, there's no external noise, so you can really hear things and see things more clearly and focus on yourself. I'm all about like personal growth, and not being distracted so much really helps that.
So walk us through, for people that live in the city with the concrete jungle. Walk us through your day when you wake up. By the way, what time do you wake up?
Oh, me? Yeah, I'm an early riser.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
I figured like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh no.
Okay.
No,
I figured. I only say that because I figured you're up all night working on music or being inspired.
Man. I may be up all night a lot, but I'm a bad sleeper, which is why sometimes I self-medicate, right?
Yeah, right.
But I'm typically up 6 a.m. like naturally. Just if the minute the sun starts cracking the horizon, I'm like, whoop, I'm up,
Okay.
So I'll make myself a tofu scramble, some coffee, and just chill. If I don't have
Okay, let's go back. You just can't drive by that. You can't drive by that. A tofu scramble?
Yeah, I pee first.
Well, you have to pee first.
Exactly.
As long as you wash your hand after you touch your tofu scramble.
Before and after.
Okay, very good.
I'm not touching myself with dirty hands.
No bacteria.
And then afterward, exactly. We're all about the hygiene over here. Personal growth can't happen without personal hygiene.
There you go. So what is a tofu scramble? So it's not an egg.
It's not eggs. No, I don't do eggs. So it's tofu. Tofu.
Egg substitute.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily an egg substitute in itself. There are other things that substitute eggs, but the preparation of a tofu scramble is to make it seem like scrambled eggs. So tofu is like processed soy.
Okay.
It comes in a little white block.
Now, is soy good for you or not?
Soy is great for you.
Is it?
Yes.
But there's different
There
speculations.
There are different speculations and a lot of misinformation out there. Do you have any particular information about soy, or do you just have
I
you
just
just
read
heard?
out stuff and just well, I don't care about that.
Do we want to talk about soy right now? I can talk about soy if you want.
I mean, not the whole thing.
You don't want to get technical.
No,
I can
no,
get
not
I can get geeky.
Well,
as heck.
I trust you. You just said it. It's good, so I trust you.
Yeah,
It's good.
there's a lot of misinformation about soy.
Not the government. I will never listen to the government.
I mean, yeah, what for? Soy is good. Look,
Okay.
here's just a real quick thing.
Yes,
in
sir.
the Eastern world, they've been consuming soy like forever, and in the Eastern world, they're only starting to develop some of the diseases that we see in the West because they start adapting the Western style diet.
Word.
So there's no problem with fertility because a whole lot of people that are Chinese, right? They're not suffering from fertility issues. They haven't been suffering from the types of cancers and diseases that we in the West have. So I'll just say that soy is good. Just look into it.
Those are facts.
Facts.
Those are facts.
100%.
Those I know are facts. So you get your little tofu scramble.
Yes, sir.
With toast or no toast?
Yeah, with some sourdough typically. I'll throw some avocado on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll do something else. But yeah, so breakfast.
Little bit of hot sauce?
No, but I make it spicy. I throw some chili flakes in there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I take a little kick.
So breakfast is done. What else you do? You wash your hands?
Several times.
You ate breakfast?
So much hand washing that goes on, man.
Do you go to the window and go, only window? Do you do that? No?
I don't go out. I actually walk out onto the porch.
Look at that.
Yeah, sometimes I just yell out real loud. Just, it's fun. And you hear
Hello, neighbor! And
Yeah,
there's no neighbor
There
whatsoever.
are no neighbors. I hear frogs, croaking at me, and that's pretty much it, bro.
Okay, so
I got a studio set up there in South Carolina as well.
Awesome.
I tried to replicate some of the stuff that I have in LA to be able to work between both spots and maintain a consistent sound. So that costs a lot of money, but yeah. So I got that, and I do some work, and that's it. It's just chilling, man. I got a hamaca outside. You know, I can walk for an hour really around the land, and you know, there's some water there. I'm looking into getting a couple of kayaks and a paddle boat and stuff like that. So I just got there recently. I'm just filling it out, making some plans, but I have a lot of cool ideas for this.
So
it's peaceful at the end of the day.
There's a river or ravine or something like that?
Around there's a river, but on the property there's actually a pretty big pond. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's chill, man.
Now I am picturing Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, you should come out, man. Come out. I'll make you a tofu scramble.
No.
It's good, man. I promise. I'm a great cook.
I believe that part.
Okay.
I believe that part.
So if you believe that part, then you got to believe that you'll enjoy the tofu scramble.
I think you're right.
Yeah, man. Come on, it's good.
So your nighttime life is just you listening to crickets, I guess.
Pretty much.
Because that's what you're gonna hear at nighttime, right?
Yeah.
Is it like a farm you're living in? There's no farm.
No. I plan on trying to create a small type of animal sanctuary. So I want to get a couple of animals to be on the land. I really am looking to build like a retreat that I want to turn to like a summer camp for kids where it's a music thing, right? So
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So you know, you're out there for a couple weeks in the middle of nowhere. I want to do some recreational stuff building. So I want to maybe do like a basketball thing, a little tennis court. We have the lake that we want to, not the lake, the pond, you know, have some stuff. But at the end of the day, I want to be like a learning experience, like learn how to produce or come out of here with a demo or something like that for you know, kids that are interested and have a couple of dollars that they want to come out there. So I want to, you know, build something like that. So that's in the further kind of plans.
Oh, that's dope. That's
mad
dope.
Yeah, because I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, man, I'm getting to a point where I don't really want to be on the road all the time. So I want to build something that I can just stay put, you know, and just build and create from where I'm at, without having to hustle and bustle and constantly be, you know, packing a suitcase and that type of thing. You know, I'm ready to just kind of chill a little bit more.
So we're doing this
I still got hustle in me, obviously, you know, but
obviously
I'm working towards trying to be like, just chill out, you know.
So you're doing this for urban kids, or are you doing this for, you know?
There's not a particular thing. I mean, I'm sure.
Do the urban kids get a price break before the other guys do?
I'm sure we'll find some sponsors or something like that.
No, I'm trying to get at, right?
What are you getting at? What are you getting at?
Take care of our people. You're gonna take care of the other people.
The other people? No, there are no other people.
Yes, there are other people. What are you talking about? There are other people.
Whoever, we'll see, man. No, for real.
I'm messing with you, bro.
No. I actually have had the idea of doing like an online contest where people will get this type of thing for free. Where I'll like, okay, well, whoever wins this, we'll come fly out to the thing, we'll record you, and there's a lot of ideas that I have like around that. So I'm just, you know, I'm kind of filtering them so that it's not, because you know, ideas at first you got to bounce them around, you got to mold them into something that's like actually achievable and stuff like that. So yeah,
that's awesome. I love that. I love the idea. I love that you have the heart to do that. Not a lot of people in your position will do that. No, actually, just give money away, just like, you know, I gave money away, write it off in your taxes. No. You're actually saying, come to my place, come to my land, and I will provide this for you.
I have resources that are not necessarily money, but other that I love to share. You know, that I love to share and teach via, you know, the experiences that I've had the opportunity, you know, to experience. So for sure, man, I love sharing. I love sharing knowledge. I love sharing anything that I've come across. You know, I'm someone that's always looking into things or whatever, and I'm an open book when it comes to stuff. I love it. I love to help our people grow, you know.
That's right. Yeah. I just say that because I'm all about our black and brown people.
For sure, of course.
I'm 100% about that right now.
100%.
Just because I'm more involved now in the community, and I see where the need is when it comes to these young people that just need a helping hand.
Yeah,
an opportunity like, you know, like what you had. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You didn't come from a silver spoon.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
In fact, your first equipment. Where do you get your first equipment when you first started doing music? I kind of got a thought in my mind that you said something before.
So
I know you were in the church first.
I was, I was in the church for a minute. I mean, most of the stuff was like gifted to me from my first guitar, for example, was a gift from my aunt that she bought for herself and got frustrated with. She's like, here, take this shit. Yeah, I had a lot of things kind of donated to me over time, just like, oh, to my parents, oh, Ricky's into this, right? Why don't he can take this, have him this, and try it? And I'd be like, oh, and I'd learn, so
right.
For sure, yeah, I've been given opportunities, and my parents were really supportive and kind of giving me the opportunities that they didn't have, and I think that's also important, like generational growth and generational kind of growth. I'll stick with that word.
So I love the idea. Please do that because I'll have some kids lined up for you.
Maybe we can collab on something. With it, man. Like,
most definitely, most definitely.
Yeah.
I'm actually, don't laugh, because I'm telling kids to go to your place. I'm actually working for the Juvenile Detention Center now.
Okay.
I'm building podcasting for them.
Oh, that's awesome.
So when they leave the facility, they got something to do or some kind of knowledge and something. Which podcasting right now is one of the hottest things right now.
For sure, that's awesome.
So. Man. Hopefully they won't stay there too long, where it's still hot, and they could actually start their own podcasting and get monetized and whatnot. And
that's awesome.
Start that kind of business and be their own boss.
Thank you for that.
I'm trying.
That's awesome.
And any way possible, because I needed that as a child.
For sure.
So I'm just trying to give. And I know, like I said, I know about you in church and people doing stuff for you también.
For sure.
And people saw the talent in you as well when you were in that church. Was it BVM?
BVM, yeah. BVM, yeah, sure. I was there since I was 4. I started singing the church choir when I was 4 years old there at BVM. And I stayed there for a while.
So do you remember any church songs?
The first one that comes to mind when you ask me is Pescador de Hombre. Tú has venido a la orilla, has buscado un desayuno rico, tan solo quieres que yo te siga. Señor, me has mirado a los ojos, sonriendo, has dicho mi nombre. En la arena he dejado mi barca, junto a ti buscaré otro mar. Yeah, that's one.
Come on, somebody.
Yeah.
Come on, somebody.
Yeah. My very
I thought you were started with alabaré, alabaré.
That wasn't even until later.
Wasn't even a thing?
No.
No?
I'll tell you the first song that I sang as a soloist in the choir, I was like 5. Was the Cordero de Dios, tú que quitas el pecado del mundo. And I do it because I didn't speak Spanish.
Why did you just take me there? You just took me there.
That's the whole
and
point.
I can see your little face.
I wanted to I'm an artist, bro. I'm trying to take you on this journey with me.
Thank you so much. It's like a Netflix series.
Netflix, you hear that?
Let's do this.
Where's my camera?
Let's do this. I said it first.
Which was my camera?
Hasta aquí.
Netflix, what's up? All right.
Yeah, I want to recognize somebody on here because he's smiling so much, and he's your cousin's here with us.
Yeah, my good cousin Tonio. He's like a brother to me. We grew up together, and we're very close. Like I said, we're kind of like brothers. So he's here. He picked me up from my hotel today. We had breakfast. We've been conversing some really, really nice things about growth and what it is to be a man. And he's here with us.
You want to say hi to him?
He's like, nah. Oh, it's not even on.
Oh, can you turn on yellow, please?
For everyone listening that you didn't hear him, he said hello.
Hello to the people out there.
There he is.
There you go. I forgot you're hearing it. I'm not.
Yeah, I got him. I'm responsible. I'm a responsible podcaster.
No, I just don't like him. I gained a little bit of weight, so these make me look fatter. So I'm like, nah, está bien.
You can put him on the cheeks and they'll squish him on.
Look like a fish, huh? Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a beautiful setup, man, and this is nice.
Yeah, it is.
I love the conversation.
Thank you for loving my friend here and bringing him here because he was asking me, and I was like, "It ain't gonna happen."
I was like, "Gonna send a limo? What's up?"
What had happened is the plane that we're gonna send to downtown from this area.
I was waiting for the chopper to show up, man. Cool. I even told him, I was like, "Man, just send a Lime scooter at least, bro."
He did. He actually did.
Yeah, that'd have been funny.
So you're out there. You got your studio. How does that work? Where you have your studio in LA and you're living somewhere else?
So the studio in LA is kind of being run as more of a commercial studio. So we're renting it out to other producers, to other artists. I have a partner out there. His name is Max Witt, who's also from Chicago, who's been in LA for a little bit. So we got linked up via a friend that we have, who's also from here, from Chicago, from a company called Private Stock. And Max has been helping kind of commercialize and getting other clients and things like that. So the studio in LA is on the way of like kind of paying for itself and then generating some income. So I'm able to, and not living in LA anymore, my overhead's a little bit lower. So that frees up a little bit of money to be able to fly out a little bit more when I need to. So yeah, that's how. And like I said, the setup in South Carolina has a lot of similarities sonically to the setup in Los Angeles. So I try to make it as seamless as possible as far as working in one place and the other.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So look, it looks. I haven't seen it yet.
No, it doesn't look the same. It just got the same gear.
I'm trying to picture it, but I'm picturing Little House on the Prairie House.
Yeah.
But okay. First floor, second
Instead
floors?
of a mic stand, I've got a horse just holding.
Come on, Mr. Red. Awesome.
No, I'm in the process of planning a legitimate build for the studio. Right now, I just have like a setup in the house.
That's right, because you have land. You can do whatever you want.
I can do whatever I want, man. So I'm trying to plan it strategically, so there's like, I'm gonna do this now and do this, and then it just end up being like a big cluster weird, thing.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do like an overall plan, thinking about what I want to do in the future and having everything kind of like in stages, but that it makes sense, working toward like the end goal, right? So sonically, as far as gear and things like that, is similar to a lot of the stuff that I have in LA. But right now, aesthetically, not at all. But that's something that's in the works.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you performing anywhere?
Yeah, I do most of the stuff in like Peru, in Mexico. So I did something in Peru about a month ago, and I'm supposed to go back next in Peru. Yeah, I'm in Peru mostly, and there are no shows really pending in the States at the moment. We've been kind of pushing this album a little bit to kind of generate a little bit more interest and be able to increase the value of what is a show, because I'm at the point where I don't really want to leave the house for less than a certain money amount, you know what I mean?
Right.
So and that can't just happen just because there needs to be the demand and all that stuff. So business stuff that I don't like, but I got a team to worry about all that stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I'm still active. It's just I'm just not going. I'm not all over the place right now.
So if someone comes up with, we need you in New York, Miami, LA, Chicago.
Yeah. How much you got?
What you put in my pocket?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, or if it's for like a good cause or whatever, right? I'm not, but yeah, I got to be free too.
You heard that? Camera on me. You're good calls.
Yeah,
I'll be doing some good calls. He said it. You got to hear it. Podcast Summit 2025. You might have Ricky Lewis. You just might have him.
Hey, man, who knows? I'm down.
Yeah, I just did a podcast summit, my first one ever. I used to do concerts and nightclubs and whatnot.
How did that go?
Podcast Summit 2024, awesome.
Awesome, bro.
I had some great entrepreneurs come down, and I brought entrepreneurs and podcasters together for they could work together. Because if you have a business in Chicago or anywhere in the world right now, if you have a business, you should be on a podcast, promote on a podcast, or do something when it comes to podcasting to get your word out. And I say that why? Because there's the same eyes watching broadcast they're watching podcasting. So you got about 275.2 million people watching a podcast right now as we speak.
Yeah.
The same thing as broadcasting.
Yeah.
So why market on those broadcasting channels for thousands of dollars for a 20-second slot that's never going to be seen again once it's played?
Thousands, several thousands, many thousands.
Right. So go to podcasting, pay a couple $100, and it's there forever.
For sure.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
They want to watch a Ricky Lewis show, and in the middle of it, it's going to be me talking about, I don't know, Depends. I shot it myself. I need some Depends. Yeah. It's going to be something like that.
Thanks for that box, by the way.
You got it. I'm 51 now. You might just, like, oopsie.
I mean, at this point, it's just preventative, just in case.
Yeah, I lay them down in my bed before I go to sleep.
Traffic be crazy, man. You never know. Sometimes you ever been in traffic where it's like, what do I do?
Out the window. Oh!
Yeah, man.
Yeah, softy.
I feel like we've derailed a little bit.
A little bit. I think we derailed throughout this whole interview.
We've never been on track.
No, not at all. So, what's next for you? Other than the albums that are coming out that you just mentioned earlier, what's next for you?
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just really excited about just putting out new music, and I think at this point in my life, like I'm a little bit more clear on the type of messaging that I want to do. I'm really into messages of positivity, messages that are going to help uplift our people. Challenging some of the maybe not so not so productive mindsets that exist within our culture. Machismo being one of them.
Oh, hugely, yeah.
You know, so just stuff like that. I'm trying to. I remember I haven't had Facebook, like I haven't been active on Facebook for a while. But I remember when I was, like, I'd have all these complaints and things that I want to say, you know, and just writing stuff, and I'm just like, wait a second, you're an artist, dude. Like, you have a vehicle for expression, you know, that is able to actually, you know, be heard in a way that can affect change in a positive way. So instead of me getting frustrated and, you know, being like, I'm just gonna create about it. I want to do it in a way that doesn't seem aggressive. I want to do it in a way that's like thought provoking and yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I'm really excited about continuing to put out material that is in that vein for sure.
So, question on that is it going to be in salsa form or a different kind of form?
I think it's going to be several different types of form. I have an idea of doing several different like series of, you know, basically different sides of Ricky Luis. Because I think a lot of people know me as a salsa artist. That's where I've made most of my bread and butter and kind of where I have most of my professional experience. But I have influences of all type of, you know, genres. I like R&B a lot. I like very acoustic feel. All the songs that I write, like a lot of people think that I'm writing to a salsa rhythm. Like I'm usually at a guitar, you know, writing a ballad style, you know, or at a piano doing the same thing. And then I'll translate that to salsa. So I want to put out a little bit more of that organic stuff of how it's kind of how it's born, just so that people can see those sides of me. And I think that's also, you know, a way for me to reach a different demographic as well, because not everybody wants to hear a cowbell in their ear all day, right? Or that may be too much for some people.
You are so right on that.
Yeah, man.
You are.
I mean, even I get tired of a cowbell sometimes, and I love me some more cowbell. You know what I'm saying? But also, you know, in those formats that are a little bit more stripped down, you're able to focus more on the message and not to be egotistical, but more on my voice, which is, you know, really that's really my forte. You know, even though I'm able to play the congas and make all these arrangements and you know, it's always, it started with me and my voice, right? And I want to kind of go back to that. Not even go back to that, because that's something that I've actually really explored. I want to explore that and kind of bring it to what that essence is of just my voice and the message that I have.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I kind of talk about that in that song Mi Canción. It's in salsa, oddly enough, but you know that for me was a message to myself to kind of explore that a little bit more, for sure.
Awesome. Would you ever do a rap?
I don't know.
Have you ever done a rap?
You know,
Not that I've heard.
I've played with like trying to rap.
Your cousin's saying yes.
Oh yeah, we used to do a fake duo back in the day. We made
fake
a song.
duo?
Yeah, we made a song.
What was the name of the group?
There was no name of the group.
No name of the group?
But we had a song called Basketball. Yeah, but I didn't rap. I was the singer. I was like basketball. He was like swimming in the tennis, dunking like Dominique. I did a song on my second album called Radio, where I did a little bit of attempted rapping. So you can check it out. I'm not gonna do it for you here. I'm not a rapper, man.
Darn.
You know?
I was hoping we get him to do it. Oh, so I mean, people are watching right now.
I've been on a mission, wishing to try. Wait, what's on a mission, wishing, trying to. I don't even remember it. I'd like to dedicate a song of very own, but it's lacking words. See, all I got is radio. I spent so many years trying to get into her ears, but how she gonna hear something she can't even hear, something like that? But it's there. I promise.
It's there.
It's there. It
totally
exists.
There.
It exists.
Yeah.
I mean, I got rhythm, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I play percussion. I'm singing, yeah, but I'm not a rapper.
Could
Not a
be.
rapper. I could be a
not?
poet, maybe. Romeo. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? See, I can do that.
See, but you're joking around with that, but your songs are almost like poetry.
They are
At least
poetry.
to me.
No, they are.
Yeah.
It's legitimately poetry, for sure. I put a lot of thought and feeling into the lyrics that I write, and you know, I try to make sure that it's, you know, that it's profound and that it's not superficial, and that it takes on a perspective that is unique, you know. So yeah, that's definitely, I call myself a poet all the time. I have poet likes. I can make up words if I want to, you know.
You should write a book.
I you know what? No.
Why? Why not?
I don't know. Maybe someone.
Corner the market, bro. Corner the market.
Come on, man. I got so
You
many
have all
things
this
to
inside
do.
of you. Like, just corner that market.
You know what I do? What I have talked about with you know Melissa Dupre?
Absolutely.
Yes, we've
She
talked.
she hosted the 2024 Chicago Podcast Summit.
Oh, so you know her?
That's my sister.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
She's like a sister to me too. You know, I always share what I'm working on with her. You know, I really respect and appreciate her perspective. You know, she's a super talented being and a person of light.
Yes.
A person of love.
Yes.
I'm very fortunate to call her my friend. We talk a lot about. She relates, or she kind of describes a lot of my music to storytelling, right? So she's always kind of planted the seed in my brain to make a musical, to write a musical, you know. So that's something that I've toyed with, but something that I want to do with someone like her, someone that has that type of experience.
That would be dope.
Yeah, I would love
you
to
do
collab-
that. She does that. Your cousin raps. Bruh, I'll be in the back with a mic like this. Yo!
And you could podcast the whole thing.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Come on, let's corner this market. Let's get this dough.
Yeah, but you know what? The book could totally actually be a thing. I mean, I've got an interesting life experience. You know, I've been a lot of places. I've seen a lot of things. I've tried a lot of things.
It's a PG show, bro. It's a PG show.
That's why I'm just gonna say I've tried a lot of things.
You say whatever you want on this show, Papa. You're royalty here, even though I didn't get you a ride.
But I got that scooter on your way out. There you go. Just tell him who to make the check out to.
That's right. Gracias, Papa. So, what has been your passion lately?
Love.
Exciting and new.
Yeah, man. I'm currently experiencing a really beautiful type of love that I didn't even know possible, really. And it's really fulfilling. I feel very valued and appreciated. You know, I've been kind of analyzing this, and as I talk to other people, we're gonna get into like therapy right now. Is that cool?
Let's go. Want me to bring out the couch?
Yeah, please. Yeah, I'm laid back.
It's too heavy.
And how does that make you feel? So, you know, growing up, being a singer from very young, I've always been showed love for my abilities, right? Like, and so that led to me kind of feeling valued and loved exclusively because of the things I was able to do, the talent that I have, you know, even like at family funerals, like I always had to sing a couple of songs and I always kind of had to be on. And so internally, like I had a hard time kind of understanding that I had any worth or value outside of what I could provide musically, you know? And I'm learning that I do have value outside of that, and I'm currently with a woman who makes me feel valued and appreciated totally outside of that, as a person, as a human, as a man. And that's a very exciting place to be in my life at my 42 years. So yeah, I'm feeling nice about certain things, and I can't wait to start writing songs about it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you met this woman in South Carolina or LA or Miami or New York or Peru? Where'd you meet this woman?
In Chicago.
In Chicago? In Brick City?
Yeah, we went to high school together.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It was a reconnection. So
Through Facebook?
through Instagram.
Through Instagram?
Yeah.
That's the new Facebook.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm on those things because I'm told I have to be.
You pretty much have to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, man. But you know, it is what it is. Is this on Instagram right now?
It's probably going to be an Instagram. Yeah, it's probably going to be a short in Instagram somewhere.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm personally I'm feeling really good. I don't know if we talked about depression at all last time.
I think we dabbled in it.
Yeah. So you know,
Tapped it.
I'm doing much better there because of that. You know, a lot of depression kind of stems from those types of things of not, you know, finding self-worth and self-value or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, I'm doing good in that sense. Yes, this is a moment for celebration. I don't know why the somber face.
I'm just waiting for the fireworks to come out behind you. I'm probably going to put them too as I edit this. So everything's going good in the love side.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Really good.
You connected again for someone from high school.
Mm-hmm.
She's out there with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, out
So
there.
it's not a long distance relationship.
Us two and the deer. Well, I mean, technically, a large aspect of it is long distance because I'm always on a plane. You know,
Word.
I'm always somewhere else. So there is an element of long distance, and I'll tell you that also plays into the feeling of kind of wanting to stay put a little bit more, because for the first time I'm like suffering a little bit when I'm away from home.
Look at that. Look at that.
I'm a million miler, bro. I've flown over 1 million miles in my life. I've got the tag to prove it on my suitcase. I promise.
What airline? What airline?
American.
Yes.
Yeah,
Best
but
airline.
American,
That's
bro.
the best airline.
Yeah, American. And even when I have complaints, I'm like, I'm already married to this airline, so you know, you can do me wrong, baby, but I'm still here. You know, just give me a voucher or two. We're good.
So how's the transition for her coming from Brick City to something like Little House on the Prairie?
She loves it.
Yeah.
She loves it. Yeah, she's a bit of an introvert herself. So yeah, she's totally loving it. Yeah, and you know, she's with me, so what's better than that?
I'm just gonna look at his cousin real quick. Well, if he starts singing, it's like, it's like, yeah. He knows his blessing. He knows what he got. So, Ricky, you wanted to talk about something in particular, and I don't want to get by that. A movie you sent me. You sent me a trailer, actually.
Yeah.
What was that exactly about?
So there is everybody knows I'm vegan, right? If you didn't know, I had to tell. I didn't tell. If I haven't told you up until this far, the stereotype is broken. That's not the first thing a vegan will say. Hello, my name is Ricky. I'm a vegan, right? No. So there is a producer that has done several documentaries around veganism and different aspects of it, and he put one out recently that kind of talks about the ethical side of it, and it's based around Christianity in reality. And I won't talk too much about it. You know, there's a lot. I want you to see it, and I'm sincerely just kind of I want you as a follower of God and a man of faith, which I know you are. I just kind of want to get your perspective on it because I don't claim to be. I'm open to everything. You know, I carry a lot of the values with me. There's just but anyway, so. It's just around that. It's called Christspiracy. They have a website, Christspiracy.com. You can watch it there for free. And it kind of starts with this producer. He's kind of on tour doing talks about some of the other documentaries he's done. And a gentleman in the audience stands up. He's like, I got a question. How would Jesus Christ kill an animal? He's like, excuse me. He's like, yeah, in what way would Jesus kill an animal? And so that starts like, he's like, I don't know how to answer that. But, you know, so they actually pair up. And they go on this long, 8-year-long investigation. They go to the Vatican. They talk to different people, historians, and they kind of dig a little bit deeper into some of the stories. Because, you know, obviously there's a story of the fish and, you know, the lamb and all these other things and a lot of stuff, right? I'm not super versed in the Bible, but I think, you know, since I'm not, I'm reaching out to people that I know that are. I want them to see it, and I want to get their perspective on it. Because, you know, I don't take anything at face value. I like to be open to all information all the time, and I'm all about that. So yeah, I'm really curious to, you know, for you to watch it and get back to me. And let me know.
What's the name again for the viewers to go watch?
Christspiracy.com.
Okay.
Yeah, Christspiracy.
So you're really into. I look good.
Use a sexy MF.
Gracias, papito. Gracias, papito. You're really into this vegan stuff about saving animals and whatnot, right?
I've been vegan for 9 years now. Yeah, and it's something that I'm very passionate about, and it's something also that I'm gonna start to include a little bit more in the messaging of my music. And I know some people are gonna like, that's wrong, all right, about
What are you
it.
talking about? We need that lechon for Christmas. What are you doing?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? You know, you need protein.
Well, awesome. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, please do.
Your
Please
cousin's
do.
gonna watch it too, even though you watched 15 minutes of it earlier.
Yeah. My cousin's already a part-time vegan, so he's close.
Yeah.
He's close. Yeah.
Me and the wife did it for 7 months, but this is before it was so many different options that's out now. So it was kind of hard at first, you know, trying to get recipes.
You mind if I put you on camera? Cool.
He's sexy too, bro.
We're changing
He's got the good genes.
this camera to that camera.
Ooh.
There you go. Mira que lindo.
Mira que guapo.
Look at that smile. Oh, he's married, ladies. Leave him alone.
Yeah, that's right.
So what was that again?
Yeah, so we after watching What the Health, you know, that day she was just like, no more. So already I didn't eat. I didn't eat beef, and she stopped. And I didn't eat pork. I stopped eating beef because I got kidney stones, and they didn't know what it was from. So I stopped eating beef. I stopped drinking pop. I like a lot of hot foods, because fellas, if you ever have a kidney stone,
oh no,
You gotta pass it.
You got to pass it or they got to get it out. I had it twice. It's man.
Do not recommend.
No. So 7 months strong, and then after that we kind of went back to seafood.
Okay.
But we're on the other side, but every once in a while this seafood is in the diet, but no dairy, definitely no chicken, no turkey, no beef, no pork, none of that.
And whenever I'm in town, it's like, hey, and then
Yeah.
they're eating plants with me.
So are you finding places for him to eat when you
Always.
get here, or he already knows the places to go to?
It's usually me recommending places.
Because once I find it, he's already been there. So it's like, I just wait and, okay, let's try this. All right.
Yeah.
Whenever he gets in town and we want to go somewhere, I don't even ask.
Have you ever been disappointed?
No.
No.
You know, with the place you took me in LA, I wasn't disappointed either.
Oh, the burger?
Was it burger?
Monty? Yeah, we went to
we went
Monty's,
Monty.
right? Yeah.
Went to Monty.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Had a good night too.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Yeah,
we had a
it was
really good
fun.
time.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
I enjoyed y'all being out there. I wish it could have been a little bit longer, but
Me too.
yeah.
Me too.
And I wish your car didn't broken into.
Yeah.
Man, it's broken into and robbed?
That
Well,
was
it looks
same
like I
thing.
left the doors unlocked, and that's how I got robbed. Somebody must have been like,
Te lo buscaste, papi.
be like I see. Or when Ricky went to use the washroom, he went down.
It's me. These guys aren't paying me for this podcast. Let me grab some stuff.
Came back. Wallet. Ooh, money. Who carries money again? Carlos does.
That's one thing that I'm missing. South Carolina, out there, there are no vegan restaurants. Zero.
I can't picture one out there.
They're
I just
not.
can't unless you're out there
They're-
eating grass like the horses.
There was a nice one in Charleston for a little while, but they went out of business. And that's actually happening to a lot of vegan restaurants, because a lot of non-vegan restaurants are starting to offer more vegan options. And so now all of the vegans' friends and families don't have the excuse of, let's go to this vegan place because all the other places don't have options. So now vegans have to go with their friends to regular places. Like, okay, I'll order one of your two
Dude,
vegan.
music, book. We could make a movie and open up a vegan restaurant out there, bro.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We can do it.
Let's do it,
because
man.
they can run it.
Let's do it.
I'll just visit.
I'm ready, man. I could actually be in the kitchen too, man.
Let's go.
I
Let's
enjoy
go.
it. I really like being in the kitchen, honestly.
So, Tone, no meat whatsoever, or just
seafood.
Just seafood.
No beef. No, I haven't had beef in 24
Nothing that walks.
years. I never thought about that. No.
Okay.
Well, a crab would walk.
But
It's sideways, but nothing that walks forward.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I tried it for a little bit. I think I tried it for 3 months.
Pescatarianism or veganism?
It was just vegetables. Tell you the truth. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm diabetic.
Were you?
So I was trying to beat the crap out of it,
You
which I did.
They took my mom off of insulin because I was able to convince my parents to be plant-based as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I did it for a while, and then smell chuleta got me. But I got sick right away.
So-
because I didn't get into it real slow. It was Christmas time.
Yeah, I understand that.
Got to mom's house. I'm like, man.
So
this smells good.
for me, like, people ask me, don't you miss this or that, and since I got into it more for ethical reasons, it's just not something that interests me because it's not something that I want to partake in. It's not something that I want to contribute to. You know what I mean? So there's no type of like, it's just, I think about the animal. I think about the short life of this poor animal, what it had to go through, the fact that it's being killed so that someone can go, and then get sick on top of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So that's, for me, that's not, I understand it because I'll have cravings and stuff. And for that is why I think like products like the Beyond and the Impossible and all these like, mock meats or whatever are good for. I don't tell anyone to eat that stuff all the time, but it's good for when you have a craving. It's good for a transitional period because, to be honest, we don't really know any other way to eat, right? We're raised with and culturally kind of just like programmed to, it's like meat and a side, meat and a side, meat and two sides, meat, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of unlearning that has to be done.
Yeah.
And it's difficult because everyone around you typically is not doing that. So it's like, but for me, I've always been kind of an outsider. So for me, it's an easy thing to just kind of be an oddball, So I'm just like, all right, I'm also vegan and I'm weird. Yeah, it's
So I'm thinking, can you eat pasteles but without the meat?
Of course. Yeah, I do it all the time. My mom makes vegan pasteles. They're awesome.
Does she?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that might
They're
be
yummy.
a thing.
Super yummy, bro.
Yeah, that might be a thing.
Here's the thing too, man. Like when it comes to flavor, you think about, have you ever had a piece of chicken with nothing on it?
I went to my white boy's friend's house one time. There was no salt either.
Being Latino.
There's mayonnaise everywhere.
Being Latino, have you ever had a piece of chicken with how do we flavor our food? How do we put garlic, we put onions, we put rosemary, parsley, cilantro, but it's plants that give flavor to the things that we're eating. So I don't know why this idea that vegan food would taste bad if all taste comes from plants to begin with. You know what I mean? We don't think about that. Like I'm not rubbing chicken on my carrots. You know what I'm saying?
So you're using. I mean to cut you off, but you're using the same seasoning for
Yeah.
So you get if you find the right mushroom or even using the alternate meats, you get the same. It's the same thing.
Same experience. I mean, the burger that you had in LA, it didn't taste bad at all, did it?
No, it tastes like a burger.
Yeah, it tastes like a burger.
And you wouldn't even known it was vegan unless it said vegan. No, if you just would have went there and got a burger, you wouldn't have known the difference.
Right. So those alternative meats, are they all good for you?
I won't say that they're good for you because
they're just alternative meat. You're just not eating an animal, so you can feel better.
So that's one thing, right? Ethically, it's obviously preferable. The other thing is, health-wise, it is preferable to its animal counterpart. Because another thing is, a lot of people don't know, cholesterol only comes from animal products, right? You don't consume any cholesterol at all when you're vegan, when you eat plant-based, because cholesterol doesn't exist in plants. So that's another thing. Avoiding cholesterol is a good thing, and one of the things that's mostly killing us is heart disease. People are dropping from heart attacks all the time. Where's that come from? Cholesterol. You know what I mean? It's dietary cholesterol.
Word. So I know your story when it comes to being a vegan and yourself right now.
People are tuning out right now. I don't want to hear this.
I don't want all the vegans are coming in though. We love Flavor Podcast.
Plant powered.
So how do you feel since you changed up your diet?
I feel better. The hardest part for me is sweets. So it's not really the meat or anything I'm missing. I got a sweet tooth, so I got to get away from sweets. But other than that, aches and pains and just recovery from working out.
Inflammation on your knees, your back, all that stuff. Yeah,
all of that is and just like you say with the blood pressure stuff, you'd be surprised if you change a little bit of your diet, you won't have to take those medicines. I won't even say a diet, your lifestyle, because you don't want to make it. Because if it's a diet, you're just going to do it for a period of time, then you go back.
That was me, totally me. I lost 62 pounds, and once I lost the 62 pounds. Chuleta.
Okay. Goal met. Let's go back.
Done it.
Yeah.
Take pictures.
You know one thing you don't experience when you eat plants is food comas. You don't ever that when you eat to the point where it's and it's really interesting because food is meant to be fuel for us. So it's odd to me that we would be eating and then our body's reaction is more of a shutdown as opposed to I'm ready to go again.
You want that taste.
Can you imagine putting gas in or something in your car that makes it run less or run slower or whatever? Like
put diesel in your car when you're not supposed to?
that's bad. Not a good day. So same idea. So yeah, I mean, I think physically you feel a lot like kind of lighter. I have a lot of energy. I'm naturally hyper, but I don't really ever feel like too bogged down unless I've been actually physically exerting myself a whole lot. And for me to know that I'm personally not contributing to a lot of the suffering and stuff that happens around the killing of animals, it makes me feel better. It's lighter on my conscience in reality. Okay. And not to judge or anything like that. I'm not here for that.
Not judging whatsoever.
Not at all.
Put on camera 3, please. Thank you. I just saw a camera go out. Ricky's camera went out. Keep on recording.
He's like, I hate vegans. Off.
Straight up, it was yours too, bro. Don't know why. Look at like it shouldn't be shutting off.
Even technology hates vegans. Look at that.
Wow. Say, shut them up. The government's watching. Channel 4. There you go. Okay, we're back. I'm probably going to keep all this in.
Hey, man, and you know what? Thank you for letting me talk about this. It's something that it's a topic, honestly, that I avoid a lot because I know a lot of people get defensive about it. You know what I mean? And I know psychologically why that might be, but still, like, for me, for example, with the health stuff, and I tell you, my mom was taken off of insulin because of a plant-based diet. And man, it sucks. It sucks to know people that like, man, you know, my uncle just got his legs amputated, or you know, fulana just passed. You know, and I have this information. It's like, man, this could be so helpful, so beneficial to you and your family and all your loved ones. And the minute I say it, it's like, you know what I mean? It's it's totally just like block off wall.
It's the addiction.
Stupid vegans.
You got to think about it. It's addiction. And as we keep on talking about this topic right here, I think about my sister that passed away. She passed away last year, almost around this time, and she was obese, really obese. Most of my family are big people, and I just think about it. If she just would have changed that,
Yeah, man.
you know, it was so hard for her. She had high blood pressure, she had diabetes,
Yeah.
and that just causes everything else to start happening. She went blind,
Yeah.
because she had a stroke.
Okay.
So she went through a lot, and I just think about when I lost the weight and the way I did it. I was like, man, she would have done it. Like
If only,
this.
right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, what you're bringing up, people should know.
Yeah, and honestly, man, it comes from a place of love. It really does. It really comes from a place of love. Like I was telling you earlier, like I love being able to share information that helps elevate our people, man. And you know, whatever can make us better, make us last longer, make us happier. You know, I think that's important, and they're conversations that I wish we had more often. So I do appreciate you talking to me about it because it's important.
I wasn't going to bring up politics whatsoever, but I'm going to bring it up. Not because I like talking about politics, because I can't, especially right now. My intern is laughing. Because there's a crazy, what I think it was crazy for Mr. Trump to put Kennedy in charge of what we eat and whatnot. But he did bring up something that I do agree on. It is the what's in our food.
Sure, yeah.
You know, and for that, I'll probably be like, I'm with him, but I'm not with him, of course. But that's a powerful thing.
Listen, I mean, and I don't know too many details about a lot of things that are happening right now because I am kind of disconnected on purpose.
It's good stuff.
But I do think it's important that, not everything is black and white, right? I think that's a big problem that we have. Just not talking about necessarily politics, but what I'm seeing is you have people from opposite ends of the spectrum that are steadfast in where they're at and they're just yelling at each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not if there are valid points on all sides, and we have to have the maturity to kind of get together and talk about these things, so we can become united again and just really figure things out.
There's got to be a middle ground.
There has to be some type of middle ground. There's going to be some type of compromise, and there's got to be things that we agree on. You know what I'm saying? But the way it's set up right now is just not that. No one listens to anybody, and like I said, it's just and it's just yelling. That you don't accomplish anything that way. Have you ever productively had a screaming fight with anybody? No. You have to sit down, as hard as it may be. You got to put your ego in check. And listen sincerely to the human that is voicing their concerns and their opinions to you. Take it in, analyze it, and you can do the same in return.
The thing is,
right?
just get the emotion out of it. Get your emotion out of it, which is hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think emotion is an important thing because we all have them, and emotions are valid, right? Feelings are valid. No, it's true.
It's okay, little Timmy.
It's true. It's more about the ego. It's about how we deal with those emotions in reality.
But that's the whole thing. Some of us are not raised to deal with their emotions other than
Most
anger.
Most of us
when
are
we
not
feel
raised
something.
to.
It's anger that comes out.
Sure.
Instead of like, let me try to understand this person and where they're coming from. No, that makes me angry, so therefore they blow up.
Yeah.
And they don't want to speak
Yeah.
to each other. So that's where that's at. But when it comes to the to the ingredients in our food, I could agree because when I go to Spain a lot, I love Spain. I could grab a bag of chips. Let's use chips. I don't eat a lot of chips when I'm in Spain. There's a lot of seafood, so I eat a lot of seafood in Spain. But if I do have that craving when I'm in Spain, I can look at the back of that bag and say, there's only a few ingredients in here.
Yeah, that's
and then you come to
preferable.
the States and it's like full of stuff back there.
Yeah, really random chemicals and things like that. Yeah, I don't.
Can't even pronounce the names of these things.
Yeah, and that in itself necessarily is not bad because I mean, there are a lot of real scientific words that I can't pronounce either. But
Like what word?
I don't know. I can't
Which
pronounce
one?
them.
Can't pronounce them? Okay. I'm just
There's my point
Is that
exactly.
word? I thought you were gonna try to pronounce one.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You see that on the back, you better not eat it.
Yeah, but no, for sure. I mean, if you
That's
look
straight up. If you see that back there in the bag, you should not eat this.
Yeah, don't. Do not stay away. You'd be surprised at how many types of chips have milk in them. How many things just have milk in them? It's really crazy.
I never thought about that.
Yeah,
Milk, really?
Yeah, you don't think about it,
Okay.
but being vegan, I have to read ingredients all the time to make sure there's not something that I don't want to eat in there, and milk shows up all the time. Like,
That's always one of my first, when I ask people, like even my mom, like you still drink dairy? No, I don't. I go in there, every bag of chips, I said onion, sour cream, chip, milk. Lay's, milk. Funyuns, milk. It's
Yeah.
like you'd be surprised what milk is in and why. You might not actually
Why
drink
is
it.
it?
You might not,
have
because they
no
need to
idea.
get rid of it because there's so much of it. So it's just like corn.
They just
They just put corn in everything. They put the hot sauce fruit corn syrup and everything. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And,
That's
and
definitely
instead of
right.
real sugars,
Yeah.
it's corn syrup and yeah.
You'd be surprised. It's like people that don't drink milk, but you ice cream, your cheese, that's milk. But the chips and all your sauces, the barbecue sauce, your whatever you flavor your food with, you just got to watch out for it, man.
It's everywhere, man. Yeah. And why? And why? Why? That's what I want to know. Why? Why do my potato chips need milk? What? Can you imagine dipping your? Well, you know what I used to do? I used to dip my French fries in my Frosty. Let me.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
So how's and when you're in Spain and you eat, it feels when you come back, you feel a difference.
Oh, definitely. Just the air alone. It's just not the food. It's just being there, the air alone.
Yeah.
It's my happy place.
Okay.
I have a tattoo here. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. I have a tattoo there. I got that one in Spain. Depression.
Okay.
Extremely depressed, and I always find Spain to be my place.
Okay.
So I fly out there.
Do you have things that you've brought with you from Spain that kind of, if you're not able to get there physically, that will transport you kind of mentally to that place?
My tattoo and a lot of friends that I could just FaceTime.
Okay. Oh yeah, Theo. All right. Cool.
Like we yeah, but that's I know you guys won't see it, but there's a semicolon on the bottom. You guys know what the semicolon.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was going through those issues and whatnot. So
I'm glad you're here with us.
whenever,
man.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
for sure.
Thank you. I like being here. It's pretty cool.
That's a good thing to remember.
So yeah, I that's my favorite place. Jump on a plane, gotta go. Whenever I feel that way.
That's awesome.
My wife is like, don't worry, I'm packing my bags. You know where I'm going. Coming with? Okay.
I'm going to España.
Going to España. Gonna go
Do you
to the
take
second-
castanet? Bring some castanets back next time, bro.
Bro, you gotta go and watch the shows of Flamingo Dance out there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing. It's amazing.
I love the style of flamenco singing. You know that like gypsy
Yes,
kind of
yes.
influence.
Can you do it?
and-
Can you do it?
Nah, man.
Damn.
You know, a lot of people, a lot of people in the salsa industry that know me, they kind of confuse the R&B stuff that I do with that because, it's a lot of like quick modulation of the voice and all that. So it's like, nah, that's very different. So no, I cannot do that. Victor Manuel called me one time. He was doing like a song that had that type of like flamenco vibe. And he was like, yeah, because you do that stuff. I'm like, it's not the same, bro. But I tried. I got paid.
How does it sound? How does it sound like? What's the? Because they do something with their voice.
No, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I was
I'm
better.
not. Yeah.
I almost
He's like,
had
I'm
him.
just
I almost had him, bro.
trying to coax him out of it.
Got you twice already. It's surprising. I didn't get you to sing 2 times. Yeah.
Hey, man, that's what I love to do at the end of the day. So,
So the next 5 years, we're coming to the end. Next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
man, I don't know. You know what? Maybe raising a kid.
Wow.
What? Did anyone? What?
That was
Anybody that
was
knows
recorded,
me,
bro.
anybody that knows me That's like out of left field.
Yeah.
I've never ever.
Camera on me, please. This man's in
Zoom
love. This man's in love. Not the first love, second love, or third love, or all those other loves he had. This man is in love to say those words. Camera on him, please.
There's I think that I want to be able to raise mindful, kind, loving, considerate, compassionate, empathetic humans. And I think I have the level of kind of like still growing, right, wisdom and knowledge to be able to offer a really special perspective to somebody that I think can put them on a really good path and potentially help change the world for a better place. Something I'm trying to do as well, right? But I'm not on my way out per se, right? But hopefully that can be something that I'm able to contribute.
Awesome.
I would love to do that.
That's some major growth. Go ahead.
Did you hear what he said? Humans.
Hey, you never know, man.
Wow.
So you trying to shoot the first time for two, or?
She's already got twins, so
Okay.
they grown.
Okay.
But I would adopt as well. That's always something I have always liked the idea of adoption.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to have my retreat first, so
Okay.
I can have some interns.
Awesome.
Like I need engineers. I need people to run this, man. Come on.
Let's go. That's probably why he's having
Work
kids.
the farm, boy.
Plow that corn.
Is him out there dragging it?
So
Yeah, I mean, with a lot more music out, hopefully with some more followers. Hey, you guys, follow me. What's up? Yeah, man. I mean, I'm really just hoping to continue to put out music and enjoy life. Because I've struggled with that a lot. I've struggled with semicolon stuff, right? With
Yeah.
maybe not wanting to be here and not finding motivation to kind of go on, right? So I want to take advantage of that, be in the now, and just enjoy myself, really appreciate the blessing that life is, right? And focus on the positive things that it has to offer, and really kind of just immerse myself in that positivity and in that light, in that love.
That's love. I love that. Yeah, I love that. I love that for you.
Thank you. Amen.
So, last question.
That's it? No,
There's one
come
more.
on.
There's one more. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Everyone go vegan. That was fast. That was easy, bro.
Damn.
What's up, man?
Damn, bro, let us live.
That's it. Everybody's vegan. I wish that word didn't even have to exist. I just wish that life was just the natural default, that we just, let. It's funny because a lot of people will claim that vegans are like forcing an opinion down someone's throat. They're like, live and let live. Be like, apply that and we'll be all good. Just apply that. Increase your circle of compassion to the non-human sentient beings that are here with us. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I mean, I think empathy and compassion are something that would really, really greatly improve the world. And I think that in order to truly do that, we need to consider everything and everyone. So, yeah.
Amen to that. Mm-hmm. Well, this was your show with Ricky Lewis. Thank you so much for coming down. Put your hands together for Ricky Lewis.
Thanks so much for having me, man. Y'all check out OTB3. I got Mi Canción coming out with Kevin Ceballo very soon. All the songs that I have up right now, OTB1, OTB2, OTB3, Ricky Luis Music on Instagram, on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. I appreciate the support. Those, thank you for inviting me once again. Hopefully you have me on again and my veganism talk wasn't too much and too heavy. People don't tune me out. But yeah, much love. Share love, spread joy, and enjoy life.
Also look out for his book coming out.